So if you didn't hear the news, I got myself a PlayStation 4 just to level it up, help some people in trials, and then maybe compete competitive Destiny. Ha! I know most of the Destiny tournaments these days, namely the GuardianCon one, are going to be on PS4, so rather than borrow an account, I think I can perfect my own in a relatively short amount of time. And that's what this slideshow in the background is. It's my character going from 0 to 400 light in about 22 hours, which is pretty damn good. And then immediately after those 22 hours, I spent the next couple just random days, PvP and streaming and so forth, trying to farm exotic engrams. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because I still get messages every day, even on this brand new PlayStation account, asking how to get to 400 light. And this shows you. So the first thing you want to do is pop whatever little consumable gets you to level 40. And then you want to start working on the Rise of Iron questline, because that gives you a sword, and swords are OP as hell. Seriously, you're guaranteed some very easy light levels as long as you finish this main questline. And then to get to 385 light, you're going to do what you see here. First, you buy some Treasures of the Lost so you can get Vanguard boosters and not waste time. Think I'm kidding, I actually did buy microtransactions for like the first time ever in Destiny, but I mean, it saved me time with all the Vanguard boosters, and I didn't want to have to mooch off subscribers and friends. Speaking of friends, you see some on the screen right now. But like I was saying, to get the 385 light, all you have to do is Archon's Forge and Strikes, and then stockpile all your legendary engrams in the vault, just like you see on the screen. And then when you absolutely need, like let's just say, a higher light pair of boots to up you a certain light, then just decrypt an engram for boots and then go back into Strikes and keep playing them. Now, the main incentive to start a PS4 account today, of all days, was this vendor wormwood at the time. Rangefinder, Zen Moment, and high caliber rounds. I can't even get that on my Xbox account, which has thousands of hours on it, so if I could just get that for free on PS4, I think I'm gonna do that. And I don't know, I'm listening to myself talk on playback, and whenever I breathe in my nose, it makes like a whistling sound, and that's kind of low-key triggering me, but I'll get over it, and so will you. Alright, so you see on the screen me loading into my first PvP match ever on this account. Around game 4 of this account, I held a 20 KD, we ran out of medals, and so forth. I was like scumbag tryhard of the universe. Got my first piece of hate mail, but of course, it was the subscriber who noticed yours truly, and I ended up doing some strikes and stuff with him later. Very helpful dude. For argument's sake, even if I wasn't a known content creator, I still feel like I could make friends in free-for-all, just by playing, having fun, and of course, dancing and inviting people to the party chat, even if they're being a little bit mean. So, there it is again. I heard it. I heard the nose squeak. Look at this lag. This is insanity. And I still held a 20 KD. Like, this is some Gollum the God shit right here. 101% definitive proof that skill-based matchmaking exists in this game. If you ever had doubts. But let me quickly get back on track with what I'm saying. When grinding from 0 to 400 light, teamwork makes the dream work. And I also bought a Fatebringer Angel's Advocate on screen. I think that's worth mentioning because it was a damn good primary for raiding. And speaking of raiding, Fallout Plays recommended Mr. Ares to help me finish some raids. And I tried my best to pull my weights. I think it's definitely possible to do at like 386ish light, especially since I had so many previous completions with Crota's End and Vault of Glass. Kingsville was amazing for loot. And then Iron Banner was even better. If you're getting some odd audio feedback right now, that's just because my roommates are showering right now and you can hear it in the pipes and so forth. But you're probably saying, well, how do I get on True Vanguard's team when I'm creating an account? You don't. For this step of the journey, I happen to have PvP friends who, I guess, trusted me to do good even despite having literally no gear except for a Wormwood. Then I got lucky, got a No Land Beyond, hopped on board the Trials train with Just Jason and Papa Bear Mars, and you aren't even going to believe this shit. Check this out. You gotta understand, I put a lot of time into my Xbox account, and it doesn't have nearly as good RNG as this account. I don't even believe what I'm seeing on this sometimes. Like, watch this. Watch the endgame rewards. How the hell did I get a Scarab Heart on the very first card I've ever played on this account, the very first Flawless? And legend says very close to this next clip, MTash deleted his Telesto, and so I feel like the RNG gods felt mercy and granted me a Telesto out of the Trials of Osiris chest. So of course, I paid it forward, got back with Fallout plays, helped Mr. Aries to the lighthouse because he so generously helped me with raids, got to use my Telesto a little bit, and it was a pretty good way to farm exotic engrams. Just pop a 3 of coins after every single match, and maybe the RNG gods will give me a Twilight Garrison. Or, just as good, a Crest of Alpha Loop. Are you freaking kidding me? A Crest of Alpha Lupi? Like, come on game, this was supposed to be a Garrison. You had one job. So I decided to take advantage of me being 400 light and create a Hunter. Because all I have to do is get legendary gear on the Hunter, and then I can instantly infuse it to 400 and then have a 400 Hunter. The gear is not going to be perfect, but it's still 400. And here it is, the moment of truth. Well, the moment of the armamentarium. I didn't get truth. There we go. CarryCakes is finished. The Try Hard Starter Pack. I got No Land Beyond, a Wormwood, and an armamentarium. And a full auto, rangefinder, rifle barrel, aggressive ballistics, matador. And then there's a scion on the screen that's like, ladies. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little mini documentary on how I got 400 light on my PlayStation 4 account, so now I can find all of you in Rumble. When your guns don't work like they used to before, and I can't help but blame Bungie. Yeah, you should probably subscribe to this channel, and I'll stop the singing. It's for the benefit of everybody. Just do it!